bunch of
baby.
F-bombs.
They had a lot going on.
It was a
Okay.
bunch of
Are we good now,
adult
Shannon?
We ready?
subject matters in this book.
Yes. And the other narrator. So it was pretty obvious. Like, okay. Welcome to Sisters in Lit and Life, where we discuss the lit we read and life. I'm Leila.
I'm Rayn.
I'm Shannon.
And I'm Whitney.
And welcome as we discuss blood debts. All right. I think this recap is going to be Shannon tonight.
Okay, so let's see how we can do this. The main characters is Chris and Clem. They are a brother and sister situation. Not situation, but they're brother and sister.
They're
and
twins, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're twins.
They're twins, and basically it's them trying to reclaim their family's lineage type. You know, they were supposed to be the head group of this voodoo clan, but they got it stripped from their grandmother by some foolishness, allegations and stuff like that. Basically, they set the grandmother up so that other people could take powers. It's basically Black folks against them others, and the others wanted to have the power of everything, when we know as basically ancestral beings that voodoo and all the hoodoos and all of them do not belong to them. So basically it's Chris and Clem trying to reclaim what's owed to them. And toward the end of the book, they got it back, but they had to go through hoops and bounds trying to get it. And that's the recap.
Okay. And the setting is in New Orleans to give you
I love the
all
setting.
Absolutely in New Orleans. And I love, that's my favorite place to go.
So has anybody ever been to the Voodoo Festival?
I've never
Hell
been to
no,
New Orleans.
I don't play with that.
Okay, I just wonder, because I am from Louisiana and I don't, because they for real. They for real.
Oh,
I don't play. I don't play
wouldn't
with
play
that.
with that.
mean it.
I like to watch it from from the window.
I like to watch it from the movies where the shit ain't real.
Yeah,
okay?
that too. Like, if I was to watch it from the window inside,
something might jump on you, girl. Listen, that spirit realm, I believe you can play with stuff like that. So hey, in the name of Jesus,
I don't play with it. I don't play with it. I like the culture of New Orleans, like how the
good food.
Yeah, good food, good
Yeah.
vibes. Like when you're going down the street and you get to see people and stuff like that. But there's certain things that you don't need to play with if you don't
be
know what
messing
you're
with
doing.
it.
But
Yeah.
in this book, they messing with it. And
All
they
of
want
it.
all of it.
Okay, I
Yeah,
need clarification.
because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
They know
I
what
need
they're doing.
clarification
Some
on a
people
few
don't know what
things.
they're doing. Like that white T boy.
Oh, he knew what he was
Oh,
doing.
he knew.
He knew. He ain't know what he was doing.
What you need
he knew.
clarification on?
Okay,
Whitney?
I got confused about who was what race in this book, other than Oz, and because I know they have the white mage, which is I'm gonna assume is the more fair-skinned magic, and then because she didn't want Oz really fooling with that, and then we have Gen magic, which is for Black folks. I was confused about Lorena, the evil. Right.
The grandmother that
The
is
grandmother
currently
who
the
is
queen.
the one who is the queen current. Is she Black?
So,
I don't think she Black. I think
actually
she like.
think she is. I think she's mulatto.
Yes.
Okay, because she's Gen, so she has to be from the.
She has to have some Black.
It has to, right?
Somewhere. But I think that
so maybe
because there was something that made you think that she was like not dark skinned.
She was fair.
She's not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I think
But she's like
mulatto.
mixed. Yeah, she's
Okay.
mixed. Them other people are the round table. They're a mixture, but the head lady, she's a white lady. I think her name is something with an F. Is it an F?
That's Oz's grandmother.
It was a lot of characters.
Right?
It was a lot of characters.
I just got a little confused because I was
okay.
Madeline. So that was Oz's grandmother, or whoever was with Oz. That was his people.
But
that's what I thought. Aria mom was her family was Hispanic.
But see,
Aurora,
I just thought maybe the dad was Hispanic and not the mom.
I was so confused when we got to who was.
I didn't think her mom was.
In my mind, I was like, okay, I get it. You have people, the Gen magic people who are practicing that magic, because Christina, she was very much, this is our culture, this is our magic. So I got that. And then I got that there was the white mages, which is like the branch for those folks. Because she said there was 3 different types of magic. There was the white mage.
This book where, because it's flipped so fast between the families, and I was like, wait. So I had to go back and listen to the chapter again. Like, wait a minute, okay, and oh wait, but in 2 chapters before, this happened with this family. So like, I really did have to go. You have to pay attention because you'll get lost really quickly with this book. But it was well written. I think it was a lot of imagery in this book. I don't think it should be technically classified as a YA though.
Oh, it ain't no way.
It has to be a new adult. It has, like, they need to redo that on Amazon for real.
Definitely not YA.
But see, I don't think they have, like, do they have a coming of age like category?
They should. I think so. Because what's it called? It's a coming of age. Chloe Brown. There's a few of those. Right. All her books are coming of age.
I don't know why it's in that section either, because there's nothing about this book.
The only thing about it that was YA was
their age.
Talking about the magic part, and what I mean by the magic part is how if there were some betrayals, because coming of age or YA stuff, how you may have middle school little betrayals. You think someone is your friend.
Yeah, like, I mean, she was talking about her high school. Like she was talking about how her beef started with like her friend in high school, and it was like tit for tat kind of thing, which is very young.
Best friend.
The content was not.
Absolutely not.
He pulled out condoms and lube. I said, oh shit. Oh God.
Hello.
Oh, we doing this. We doing this. Oh, buckle up.
It sure was. That's how I was like. That's why I was like,
Well, you should. When I asked why, you should have just said no. The answer is no.
What was the most shocking thing in the book that you were just not expecting? Because there was one that caught me off, and I didn't catch it at all.
What was it for you?
What?
When what's his name got shot?
Oh, his lover.
I did not see him Aves. I did not see him even when it happened, I was like, oh, like my husband was like, what's wrong? I was like,
no, I knew that. Let me tell you something. I could see that happening because guess what? They were going to try to practice bringing someone else back.
Necromancy. Yeah.
So they had to have somebody.
Because what's his name?
They talked about it too much with
August. What's his name? August or John?
August.
He was too far gone, and Eve was fresh.
Yeah.
He waited too long to bring Jean-Paul waited too long to bring August back.
A fraction of himself.
So it had to happen for Clem to go with the moon. What is his name? The Moon King.
Yes,
it had to happen.
Yep.
Okay, and I get that, but I thought him. I just was like, when it happened,
y'all don't know about the Moon King yet, do y'all?
Yeah, he's in this one.
They mention it.
They mention the Moon King.
They don't.
Well, and at the very end,
because he's calling people.
He does.
He like, come here.
He calling people.
Yeah.
When y'all get to part 2.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was.
Did y'all hear the Moon King voice? Did y'all hear my voice?
Come here.
Oh god.
You're not gonna read it. It's okay.
I might. It ain't nothing I jump right into.
Oh no.
Yeah, it didn't leave on a cliffhanger where I needed to be like, oh, I need to read the next one.
No, it did not. It finished it just enough for me to be like, oh, this was great.
Nope. I
don't have to read book 2. But I might.
I'm not saying I'm not. It just wasn't.
It wasn't like you know how Fourth Wing ended, and you're like, motherfucker. You had to wait for that to move. But I liked
every chapter.
Girl.
Oh God!
Now she's trying to get us to read it.
I'm not gonna do it because y'all ain't feeling the same type of way that I feel about it. So I'm not gonna try to get y'all to read it.
I heard it's really good. Like the book is good. Like the book was good. Like
because I could go into it, but y'all ain't read it. Huh?
I'll talk to Calista.
Heard it even better because just censoring, so I need to read it now. Calista, when you read it, we can talk about it.
I gotta read it.
I was in the middle of the arrangement, so I'm trying to get through that.
Girl, that book
edge of your seat. What else she gonna do next?
Well, I just finished book 2, so
okay. You about done then, yeah. Yeah, I might read the second one. I'll probably read it, but I probably won't. I'm not gonna like rush to read it
because you see, it's a build up.
Yeah, well, like any kind of fantasy, this was the world kind of
get to start to hitting the fan.
Yeah,
and you already know book 3, it's finna go down because people is rubbed the wrong way.
And there's gonna be some revenge. They're gonna want.
Well,
this girl
there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it in book 2
because her grandma, her favorite person, is
she's
gone.
sitting on the porch. She don't know her grandmama dead. So that's the only
so my
part
question,
I want to see.
This is what would make me not read book 2. In book 2, is it all this homophobia in it? And they still like every
no,
because baby, they get on my nerves.
No,
they get on my nerves.
Well,
no, I don't think so.
Is book 3 out already?
No, book 2 just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's on Libby. It's on Libby.
I like I liked all the perspectives, and like, especially with the audio. I liked all the narrators. Like they did a good job. No one's voice was irritating or anything like that, and took away from the story. And I like that she had different people for different like main characters and stuff. I'm trying to think. I think the only thing that, and it's just probably just me also being nitpicky, is I was just wanting more magic.
Yeah, for a book that's on voodoo and stuff like that. Yeah, I would have liked more magic. And but that's like blood at the root.
But
blood at the root.
That's how voodoo is, though.
Yeah,
like it's the setup. Did y'all ever watch the movie?
This is also Shannon's fault a little bit.
Is it? Oh, I think I have.
It's just the set. It's like voodoo is like we're gonna plant the seed.
Yeah,
right. And then it builds up, and then and then bam. It's not fairies with their little ones.
Well, see, this is what happened. I went into this book. I went onto this book with Shannon telling me it's like the Black Harry Potter. So in my mind, I'm thinking,
was it this book or Blood at the Root?
No, not this.
No, this is what you said.
This isn't giving Black Harry Potter.
This is what you said for this, because we didn't know about that book. But so in my head, I went into this book thinking it was going to be more.
So you wanted to clean up the house?
Not even that, but just like
the house
casting spells and wands.
Yeah.
But that's not what voodoo is.
I didn't know this was voodoo. See, when I went into it, I didn't go into
I
it
said
saying,
voodoo.
oh, voodoo. But I'm telling you, you said it's like the Black Harry Potter. This is for us.
I thought that was another.
Yeah, it's for us. We don't do magic like that. It's voodoo.
As soon as you compared it to Harry Potter, that's what I was thinking though.
No,
I really was. As soon as you said
voodoo.
I know it's not that. I know it's not that. But I'm thinking definitely like
voodoo. You'll be walking straight one day.
Candles
voodoo is also about karma. So you'll be walking straight one day, you mess around and do something to somebody, and next thing you know, you grew an arm out the side of your head.
I think had I known this was going to be voodoo, I would have been anticipating less magical level. Yeah.
That scene when they called up all them unalive people to get the grandma, I said, oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was given Tiana.
Portal.
Well, then he said thank you for what you've done, and they just crumbled. Right. I was like, oh gosh. But even her finding her finding the love spell that Oz had put on her and stuff like that, I was just like,
nah, he was garbage for that. Because I know they make you think
you
like,
didn't
was I
even
really,
hide it better.
Like
Why would you have her in your room with a spell? Like, keep dumb.
This what you know what though? First of all, he was nasty, so she should have never been dealing with the man.
Right.
Because you talk about the man had all kind of stuff, dirty clothes, he's smelling to see what he did.
And even how she described him when his shirt was off, she was like, he was what did she call him? Something with slight muscles, with freckles and red chest hair. I said,
she was under the spell because he did it after they first met. So that shows the spell was working.
Everything was.
That's why she was dealing with him.
Well, I knew as soon as she kept saying, once they found out that she was on the spell, I not went back, but I remembered her saying like every time she would have like say something kind of negative or have like a bad thought, it would like hurt her instinctively. Like it felt like she felt the pain of it, and I was like, that's definitely the spell trying to change her mind.
Ooh,
and like
the get back.
You would think that people who are in higher, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have you would put these protection spells over you just as a precaution.
In general.
That's because today is today.
And your kid.
Right.
Yeah. Well, because that's what the grandmother who's deceased, like, and comes back, she's like, I kind of warded you a little bit so that's why the doll didn't kill you and all that. But I was like, but they didn't think to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like they didn't also think to do the same thing.
And they was all too busy arguing about
stuff. She didn't do that until she got ready to somebody was about to so
yeah.
Right.
She didn't do that beforehand.
And I think also
if it was me, I'd be like, let me just put this.
The other thing that confused me was the first spell that she ends up like really talking about is the Scales of Justice spell, which she believes is the reason why her father dies, right? And I was just like, okay, so she does this spell against Valentina, so that she can get back at her for putting that video out. What was the scale? Like I didn't understand how that ended up backfiring, because it was like the fine print was like, it was just so confusing. I was like, I don't get how that worked.
You're not gonna get into book 2.
Okay, see, why do I need to know that then now and be confused the whole 400 pages not to understand until book 2? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, give me a breadcrumb on that.
Because you realize in book 2, like she's like reaping everything, like it just like a snowball effect, and then book 2, she's just like, oh shit, like is this what happens?
But what was the Scale of Justice spell she did ultimately didn't end up being the reason why her dad died, right? So we get that. But
she ain't got her balance.
What was the punt? Like, did the spell not work? Because it was supposed to do the scale for Valentina, and nothing really happened to her except for when Oz started effing with her, like, and got the car to hit her or whatever like that. Was that the Scale of Justice then for her?
To me, no, because then Valentina put a spell on them where they were in a wreck. Because her brother, that's when her brother first saw like the moon, man.
She just flattened the tires. I don't think she actually put a spell. Didn't she just do the tires? Well, I guess that's a spell. She spelled the tires to blow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so this.
Oh yeah, and did
I
Valentina
don't
mean
know.
to get hit by the car? I was confused.
I don't think she
I don't know.
she meant to get hit by the car, right? I think that
Well,
was
wait a
Oz.
minute. Wait a minute. Yes, it was a plan because that was when Oz came because he was trying to make it seem like I did this to Valentina for you. And he was really setting her up to get in there so that he could do something to her and her brother, right? Like, wasn't that when she kind of brought Oz down?
I don't remember.
Girl, don't
Because
get
he
me
comes
wrong.
in the house and they were like, you
Okay,
did
that's-
that? And then her brother's like, but you can't, you're gonna kill him. She was like, but he's the
Because
reason why
he
all
tried
this
to
is
put
going.
that black mist on them and it ended up backfiring because he don't know what the fuck he doing with his spells.
See, it was so much going on in this book, and that's why I went through it the first time. And I was like, this too much. I didn't care for it. I was like, let me go back and really focus on it
You
to
have to pay
see. I
attention.
liked it better, but it was so much going on because then you had the situation with August and the auntie and all that. And you know, them bringing that
So
back.
this is gonna make a
how
good
this person
movie
died.
or a series because it's so busy.
Also, okay, with
It's
Alexis,
got a lot going on.
now that you said that, Calista, with Alexis. So Alexis is the girl that found out about. No, Alexis is the mayor's daughter who was murdered.
That was
Aurora
murdered, right.
is the one who had the evidence and who was crossed and who's in the like psychiatric ward or whatever that her brother put her into. Okay, so Alexis, why did she get killed again?
Wasn't she kind of like a pawn so that she could be the other girl's grandmother?
So they
could
killed
be
this girl
framed?
for no reason. Didn't really have her. She was just to make it so that
Was it really for no reason?
I can't remember. I'm trying to remember.
Like I said, who knows? Yeah. Everybody was dying. They was killing. They was being homophobic. They was bringing up the
She said Alexis
unalive.
was a
They
traitor
was
as
letting them
well.
go.
But it couldn't have been too well known well known, but not enough for them to feel like she needed a punishment.
So then why you put all this in the first one? You should have spread this out.
Yeah.
You should spread this stuff out. It just had a
Lord.
lot going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like they're writing this like they want this to end up being picked up as a series because this would make a great.
It would make a great series.
Because it's so busy and there's so many characters and every character has their own.
Like each episode would be a different
character.
It's got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, it was overall a good book. Definitely wasn't a YA, but it was.
I'm glad your son didn't read it with us.
Oh! I'm glad I started first. I was like, he reading something else. He didn't even finish that book, and I was like, oh,
what he reading?
Started. And the first he reading it's called it's a real YA. It's a real.
I think it's an Libby.
I was reading it on Libby. Yeah,
I think
the Emperor's Gate, the last Emperor's Gate. That's what it's called.
I saw it on there.
The Last Gate Emperor or something like that. But he's still reading that, and so I said, let me go and kick this one up and see. And I was gonna go get the physical copy of the book and everything. And I read the first paragraph. I said, oh no.
That's why I was like, they cussing in this book. It's a sex scene.
I didn't care about the cussing. For me, it was more this is not a book. Even if it was gonna be a YA, it's definitely not one for a straight.
Right.
The things at 13 to 18, a 13 to 18-year-old male is not.
They're not going to be interested
in this book.
No, they would not.
It's too
he was
much.
getting his ass
it's like
up.
too much. Yeah, it's like in your face. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying. Now, if you are a homosexual male, you'll eat this up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
You'll eat it up. So it was just. I just know it wouldn't have been nothing. He would have been interested in.
Hey.
Yes.
Thank you. Because that time they were getting it. In the first, he woke up with somebody in his bed.
He did. He
woke
up with somebody in his bed.
Referencing, he was loose. He didn't care. He was jumping in and out of it, but he said he was.
But he said he was
until he met Eve, which is his person.
He said I've done stuff. What you did? And see,
everything.
I don't know what he did, sir. Don't ask me what he did. You got to ask what he did. I don't know.
He must have been doing.
I've done stuff. What was you doing? What kind of
He
stuff
must
was
have been
you
doing
doing?
stuff. That was 17, right? That was 17.
Something like that.
I can't remember how old
But
they
even
were.
Christina,
but-
she was still a virgin and stuff too, and she was like, "We've done stuff."
We've
Oh,
done stuff.
What you doing?
yeah. Mhm.
So no, I
I was
don't want to
gonna
answer
say,
them
I'm
type of
glad you ain't
questions.
do it with that dirty boy. Ew.
Mm.
Right?
Mo rat.
Mm.
But yeah, I liked.
But yeah.
You know, other one thing that really irritated me too a little bit was they got the sisters, right? Desiree, Jacqueline, Rosa, whatever, all these sisters that are, you know, magic. And they over here fighting over some dumb stuff to the point where you're not even gonna come help your dying sister.
Right.
And it wasn't
I
like
think
a
they knew that
huge-
their sister couldn't die. Like
no, Eve's wasn't white, was he?
No, I don't think so.
Was he?
I think he either he was like mixed Hispanic or
What?
something
I
like that.
remember.
He wasn't.
We need
he
a
wasn't-
glossary of who was who and what was what.
Right.
Right.
Because his sister, no, it was their sister that had the baby by. Who she had a baby by?
Did we
Was
ever
it
find out who
Valentine's
the baby
mom?
daddy
Was
was?
that
Yeah, at the
Valentine's
end,
mom?
yeah.
Dad. That was Valentine's dad. Or Valentina, whatever her name was. That was her
Valentina.
dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
because she shows up back over there
Yeah,
at his house.
because
At
she
the
used to
house.
work at the pleasure house.
Right.
I
Which
see.
that's
Alexa thinks
y'all.
it's a pleasure house.
What 13
And that's another reason why Valentina gonna get them. Her mom
She
and daddy
destroyed the
going through.
family.
Yes, her mom and daddy going through it because of them.
I
And then they kill her
mean,
grandmama.
they did that shit. They said
They did,
I'm
but
just
you know
saying,
that's a
but from
good
her
revenge plot. She
perspective-
ain't gonna see it that way.
Yeah, she seems already unhinged. Valentina was unhinged anyway.
She
'cause
was.
her ass was-
Valentina is a traitor.
she was
Valentina is a shade
Oh,
look.
wait till you get
She
to part
plotted and planned it
2.
too, baby.
She gives two
Valentina
shits.
was already
She
plotting and
gives
planned.
two shits in book 2.
She just wants the throne. I mean,
She
she
didn't
just wants the
care in
crown.
book
That's it.
one.
But even her, she was like her
no.
mom. Even she,
It goes to
I
a
knew
whole
she
different
was
level.
crazy.
She talking to people crazy, and she gives two shits. I'm talking about her parents and everything. She's just like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
She don't care about none of them.
But she pretty much was. I'm
She didn't like
surprised
him
she
right
didn't put a
now.
little hex on.
She don't like them, but it get worse.
Yeah,
And
because
I'm
even
surprised she
in
did not put
the
no hex on them.
in this
Right.
first book, she was like, "F my mama," because I want her seat.
Right.
She don't deserve to be the queen or whatever. But yeah, this book was a lot to it for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I gave it a 4. I liked it. Like
gave
I
it a
enjoyed
4.
the book, and I liked the audio. The audio was good. I really liked
What
that.
did I give you?
I think the audio set it off for me because I'm a fan of Wesley too. So
Yeah,
That is
she
not
did
her
good.
name.
I gave it a 3. I gave it a 3.
good girl. Wesley's good girl name. I can't remember. Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it is.
Jonice.
And that's her real name, Jonice. Yes.
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it, but I mean, I read it today. Like I started it the other day,
finished
but
it today.
it didn't. This book, you know, it didn't grab me in though. It didn't do that because it took me a minute. Like I was like, I have to read this book for podcast. Let me go ahead and put it on. Once I got into it, I was like, okay, well, who did it? Is it important who did it? Like it wasn't really like a good like big who done it.
I had to keep rewinding. I was like, this is taking longer than what it's supposed to take now.
I think book 2. Did you share that for you? Did you read book 1 and 2 together like back to back?
No.
Before when you said after you finished book 1, you immediately was like, I need to read book 2.
Book 2 was coming out. I had the arc. I read book 1 and I read some books in between, and then I read book 2.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing about this one, and it wasn't something I'd even expected, but it didn't like I wasn't like ooh. I was like,
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. I just
It was just busy.
I'm not a YA fan anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge YA fan. And it was a lot going on. And for me, the amount of even as a member of the community, the amount of references that I was like, oh, whoa,
Yeah,
y'all doing
it
a lot.
was.
It
But
was
I
heavy.
think
Y'all
he
doing
was
a lot.
writing that from like probably personal experience, because he says that he is a survivor of a certain amount of things from what you posted. So I
Yeah,
think,
don't. That's not a YA. This is not a YA book though.
yeah, not a
You
13.
got to prep. Not 13, 18. No, you got to come on up 18 to 21. Something like that.
So,
Or
41.
again, if you, no, I mean, I can see this being written for that box of
for the
people.
gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it being written because they probably would eat up if you are, if you're a young gay male that love to read.
Oh,
This your book right here.
this is it. This is it.
This your book. If
You're
you
gonna
like a
be
little
excited.
fantasy, like a little drama.
Excited. Thank
This
you
your
for the
book.
gifts.
Thank you so much, Ava.
Yeah, so I wasn't mad at it. This just was my genre
Yeah.
of
But this
book.
is, even though
Isn't
this
that
is
good?
like may not have been a favorite, this is a book that you could finish though, because we have some that
Oh yeah, it wasn't a problem finishing this.
Oh, I finished out my book. This one was definitely not trash. It was well written. It was a good book. I'm not.
yeah,
It was a good
yeah.
book.
He
It
writes
was a
very
good book.
well. Or
Yeah.
It ain't no book that. Yeah, it wasn't a book that was like, oh, I'm not. Ain't no need me reading book 2. Ain't no.
Yeah. This wasn't. I will not be reading anything
Book.
else from this author.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It was
not
good.
like
But
that.
he definitely writes for an audience. He
Yeah.
definitely
Absolutely.
writes for his specific audience, and not like, which is cool. Some people kind of be like, okay, I want everybody to be able to read it, so you put a little bit, you put representation in it because you want everybody to see a little part of it, whatever. But this was written for a specific target audience,
Sapphic audience.
Yeah.
and it was not
Not for no sapphic.
not just sapphic. No, it was written for specifically who he wanted. He wrote it specifically for that
They
person
got
right
all
there.
because they got all the pleasure. They got all of
They
it.
did.
Yeah, so it was cool. I wasn't mad at it.
I would have loved to see at the
overall.
pleasure house. We could have snuck in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
pleasure
because
house.
see,
That would have been cool.
if he wrote it for everybody else,
Ma'am.
we would have saw some of the stuff going on in the pleasure house. Not,
Hello.
but it wasn't it funny that that's how the pleasure house was spoken of. That's how we found out about it, was that particular couple. And he instantly asked, "Do you begin stuff in it?" Like, he was like, "Nah, that's my sister own it." So knowing that a woman owns it, why we didn't see?
And the way how she started off at the work and bought your way up.
Boss baby.
Mhm.
Book 2.
Baby, you was laying
She
on
saved
that
them
bed.
coins.
Yes.
She must have been a head person.
You know what I thought was interesting too is that there were people in here that had no magic, and they were like salty AF that they weren't.
Absolutely,
They were so
Yes.
upset. Like, how you protesting because you ain't got magical powers?
Right.
Because you can't
Just
conjure.
Jealous.
But
ain't that how it go though?
But at the
Right.
end too, like she gets like, so her Aunt Rose gave her that bracelet, so now she can conjure white magic too.
Does that come in book 2?
Oh, she said what? She said, you talking about what they had the little
When she had she could
had
control the
sun.
fire. She could because she said, she's like, oh, because even her brother's like, oh, so you can do white mage now? And she was like, I don't know. So is that what that bracelet was? Like, it just, am I missing? Did that not happen?
Girl.
I don't remember that.
It was so
I don't
much
either.
going
Well,
on.
it could
That
have
probably
That
happened.
happened at the end though, right? It was like, 'cause she had that bracelet and it broke. It like cracked. And then she said it like, was like she was pulling it off and it was like liquid like melding into her, and then like the fire, she could control the fire.
Yeah.
It was in her hand and then it branched out to the thing, and when she would wave her hand, the fire would
I
follow.
missed that part.
Yeah, it was like the last, it was the like chapter 44.
Yeah,
It was the last
one of the
one.
last chapters.
Yeah, but I was
I
like,
need
so
to
she could
just
control that magic too?
Start
So she's
reading
all kinds of
our
stuff.
podcast books at home.
Huh?
I said I need to start reading our podcast books at home
Oh, instead of at work.
instead of at work.
Wow.
So you can remember.
I was like, all this shit you talk about, Whitney. I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I
I
remember
don't remember that about
But then
that. I
again,
remember her-
I don't be remembering. I read this book probably like a month ago, last month.
Yeah, I read. I think since I
But that
finished
doesn't really come back up in
read
book
3
2,
of the
so
books.
maybe that wasn't what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right. What we reading for next week?
Girl, sure.
Somebody else got to pick because I ain't doing no more recaps.
Well, you can pick, and then we'll choose who does the recap.
No.
Everybody say a genre, and you pick the book, Shannon, and then
No.
What y'all want to read?
Come on,
wanna
Rayn. Get us,
read-
Rayn.
Y'all want to read?
I was gonna say what genre? Like we did a
Y'all
little
want
bit
a
of
rom-com?
Let's do
We
rom
could do a
com.
rom-com.
Did you have a good one?
Look at you. No, it's gonna be hard to get out. Let me see. I'm reading. I'll try to see something that's already on my list. You know how I do, because I never get stuff read.
Right?
Hold on, let me see. I don't even know. Y'all need know. Oh, did you say something about Mad? Oh, we not reading Mad Money, Mad Honey.
Nah, she said she got issues. She problematic.
Problematic,
Okay.
systematic. Oh
What's the
man,
Quiet Tenant? Is that my book or yours, Whitney?
that was mine. It's a psychological thriller.
I said that sounds.
Y'all want to read the
scary.
Quiet Tenant?
We can read the Quiet Tenant.
Mm-hmm. It looks real good. I don't be knowing, but it looked good. By Clement
We'll talk crap
McClellan.
in the chat.
You know I'm here for it. Wait, what does it say? Okay. A pulse-pounding psychological thriller about a serial killer narrated by those closest to him. His 13-year-old daughter, his girlfriend, and the one victim he has spared. So that's essentially what it's about.
I hate reading. I'm starting to hate reading psychological thrillers about kids.
Okay.
I don't think this
Yeah.
was about a kid. I think it's just one of the viewpoints is from his daughter. So I don't think she's a kid. I think his victim is probably a young lady.
Aiden's wife
She has
dies,
a voice.
he and his 13-year-old daughter, Cecilia, are forced to move. Aiden has no choice but to bring Rachel along, introducing her to Cecilia as a family friend who needs a place to stay.
Huh? Yeah.
So his victim the person he's probably victim is Rachel. And he's like, oh, we got to move. This is my friend, a family friend, but really she's, I didn't kidnap this girl probably.
I'm dead.
And then Emily,
it does say that he's a kidnapper and a serial killer. So
literally
Aiden
just
Thomas is a hardworking family man and a somewhat beloved figure in the small upstate New York town where he lives. He's the kind of man who always lends a hand and has a good word for everyone. But Aiden has a dark secret he's been keeping from everyone in town and those closest to him. He's a kidnapper and serial killer. Aiden has murdered 8 women, and there's a 9th he has earmarked for death, Rachel.
What is that earmark?
Baby, they got your name on it. You next.
Not imprison her in the backyard
shed.
Get the fuck out.
So that's why he has to introduce Rachel as a family friend. But Rachel playing along. Rachel.
No.
I'm mad with Rachel already. I can tell you this right now. But
I feel like it could be interesting. I never read the book.
Listen, it better be on every end because I ain't paying for it.
It's on
Libby. It's on Libby.
I don't got that shit.
Can you please
have a library
card? No, I don't like libraries.
You got about 17.
I don't like
free
libraries.
Digital books. It's free. It's free digital. It's a free Everend.
Hey, Storm.
Hey, Storm.
You don't.
I do not like libraries. I told y'all countless.
You're not going.
You
you're not going to the library.
We're gonna have to sign her up.
The book still comes to your Kindle.
And you don't go get a library card. Go get a library card so we can use it. You don't want it.
Hello.
Look at our libraries. Hold up.
I love it. I don't have as many as Rayn. I get
I don't even use that. Cause girl, I done already told y'all I don't like libraries because I picture people licking their fingers and
it's a digital book.
I'm just saying, just the library itself, and it smells stale in the fucking library.
You don't have to go in there.
This is your library right here. You already in the library. It's digital. It's gonna come to your phone.
You ain't even gotta do nothing but download the app and add the ones that Rayn
just
already
download
has.
the Libby app. Download the Libby app. That's it.
Shannon don't make no
If
sense
you
right
don't go
now.
and get a lot, if you don't go on the matter of fact, don't worry about it. Where you at, Dallas?
I
Don't worry
just
about
got
it.
a job at the library. So many books on Hoopla Livy. You don't even
You don't have to go in.
Dallas
I haven't
Public
been to a
Library.
physical library in forever.
Don't worry about it. I'm finna sign up with your name.
We're
Don't let it worry you.
not gonna get you on a date now. We're gonna put you in a library.
Don't even let it worry you. I'm finna get a Ulster card.
Rayn is silly. Don't mind her. Don't feed into her bullshit, Storm.
You gonna get you need her email.
At no cost.
She said at no cost.
At no cost.
Hey, Storm, you need to get off and get in here with your backup page so you can come up so we can try to see if we can get you some followers.
Yeah, because I can
You know, better come up here, but
she will. She can come up, but she can't turn her camera on.
You talking about come up on her?
She can join her
on her backup page. She can join the live.
Join lives now.
Not on her backup if she don't got 1,000, because you remember.
No. She can join the live, but she just can't turn her camera on.
I didn't know that.
On her backup page.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't let you even add me to the live when I was on mine because I didn't have 1,000.
But you can't turn your camera on if you got over. I think
it wouldn't even.
We
let
couldn't
you
even add us to join.
How long ago was that?
When we just like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, was it?
It was not 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, because her backup page. Remember, she couldn't get on with her original page because she couldn't find it, so she was trying her backup page.
You was like, it won't let you add. It won't let me add you. I mean, go ahead. I'm just saying. You was like, it won't let me add you. It won't let me add you. Because I didn't know. I didn't even think about it until because I thought anyway. Go ahead. Because this one don't let me see your live, but the other one do.
I can't see the live. It won't. Nobody that I'm following that I had signed up for the notification for lives, I cannot see them.
That's how mine is.
I get notifications all the time.
I just have to go and look for you, and then see that you're live and click.
I can't.
Did y'all see my shares when I shared it to y'all today?
Yes, you shared it, but we should get notifications too that you've gone.
You should. I don't get notifications no more.
I do.
But but mine don't even if I go to your page, it don't show me that you live. Because it used to, like, if I see you live, I can click on and go straight to your live. It will not show me that nobody's live. I can. The only way I'm gonna get to the live is if you send it to me.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't see nobody. I don't see Storm's live. I'd be missing out sometimes if I don't,
But if you go on her page, do you see that she live? Do you see the little thing showing she live?
Yes.
See, mine don't even show that. Even if I physically go to your page,
it won't show that I'm live at all.
It does not show. No, it will not show me that you live.
That's crazy.
And I even went on there to I Googled, searched on TikTok, and that's like a common thing. They did some type of update or something. And they don't. It's a lot of people that be like, they can't do it. It don't show.
Maybe we should read a W.S. Greer book. I still want to read this I Love to Hate You book.
I'm scared.
What's your zip code? Send me your zip code, Shay.
75115. I ain't gotta send it. Pull up if you want to.
I know that's right.
Just from the zip code? Okay, now.
Play with me if you want to. It's open carry out here.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
Let's read this.
No, Whitney. I don't like your face. I don't like your face.
Oh, no, it's the W.S. Greer book.
Oh. Wait, what Whitney said, let's read this. I'm really want to read. I'm scared of his books because
I didn't read. The only one I read by him is Kingdom.
Well, the interview.
I didn't read the interview with the Satanists. I didn't read that one.
Oh, we didn't read that.
But that was before Kingdom, right?
That was
that came out after.
After, yeah.
Because I put it on my thing, yeah.
No, was it that book or was it the one before?
Interview with the Satanists came out after Kingdom, but he did have one before that, I think.
I think Whitney, I think it was the one that was before, maybe.
I think the one you read came out before because I remember you saying like at that time Kingdom ended up being his darkest one, and that's the one we kind of gravitated to. So maybe I don't think I've read anything after. Let's go look real quick. Let's look at his thing. But it's definitely not a romantic comedy, so we're going that route. We can't read this one. That's crazy. He has 24 books.
The Kingdom was amazing.
So good.
That was a good. That was a
Good. I need some Kingdom.
Was it The Therapist? I'm fucking dead.
I think it was The Therapist that came out because I think that's the one you read because that's the one he references in Kingdom. Is The Therapist.
Is that what the book is called?
Yeah, The Therapist.
Yeah, it's called The Therapist. The Therapist.
Oh, I might need to read it.
Because even like if you look at all his ratings too, Kingdom, like The Therapist, all that 3.4 rating, 3.45, all his other stuff. But as soon as Kingdom came out, that was 4.1. And then Interview with the Sadist was 4.17. The Darkest Kink came out, and that one's a 3.8. And now the one he has out now is I Love to Hate You, and that one has a 4.16 on Goodreads.
What is that about?
The one I Love to Hate You.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a workplace enemies to lovers thingy. Let me see.
That's romance.
It is
I
a
wonder
romance.
what his romance books are like.
Kingdom. That was a romance.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't.
Romance
That
was
was
romantic to me.
romance.
Depends on what you call romantic.
Lord.
That was not no romance.
Oh, it was good though. It was romantic.
Where?
Okay. Are we doing a quiet tenant or no?
Well, she didn't seem interested in that
Are
one.
we doing what?
I mean, I'm just not paying for it. That's all that is.
You ain't going to. She's signing you up for Libby right now.
You're not gonna have to.
I don't know
I'll
if it'll
get
be
my
available
library
because
card.
I got it within like a week though.
What?
It might be on Everand for all I know. I didn't
It's
look.
What we
not
talking
on.
about?
I just
Look.
look.
The Quiet
What we
Tenant.
talking about?
The Quiet Tenant.
The Quiet Tenant, yeah.
The Quiet Tenant. I'm gonna say it's available in like 3 of my libraries.
I already have it on the shelf, so if you add the library that I have, it's probably already going to be on her thing.
I see.
I don't know what.
I mean, well, that's how I know it's on.
Now, I did just read this book called Soul Survivor. It was good. Y'all got to read that book. It was good.
Soul Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
What's that
By
about?
Candace Wright. So it's
Oh, is
about
that the one
this-
that you text us?
Yeah, I posted. It's about this girl. She wakes up in a shallow grave, right? And she has no memory of what's going on or anything. So she goes in the hospital. She's a victim of the Lullaby serial killer. So, but she can't remember her life. She can't remember her name or anything. So, it's like she's also trying to like find out her life, but also not be like killed by this person. And then she runs into this guy, and he's like, "Hey, like, where have you been? I've been trying to contact you." And it's her boyfriend that no one knew about and all this crazy stuff. And then so you're trying to figure out who's the serial killer because it's someone she knows that and now I'm gonna say this, and I don't want you to deter you from reading it because it has a purpose for the book. But she has psychic visions of the serial killer's crimes because she used to work with the police before she gets kidnapped, and she was like a psychic. So she gets kidnapped because she was getting too close to the serial killer. It was really good, and the spice was spicing.
Hey, Whitney, sounds like a deterrence to me.
It's not. Don't let it deter you because it makes sense to the plot, especially when you get to like the end. You're like, dang. But it's good. I liked it. What else did I just read that was pretty good? Oh, I'm about to read E. Bowser's book, The Brothers Who Bite. I'm about to start that one. I just downloaded it today.
The Brothers Who Bite.
I'm about to read that one. Why does this have? Oh, I just put all my books. I found this book. It's called A Court of Sugar and Spice. It's a Nutcracker retelling.
Oh, you right.
Oh yeah. Hey, Storm.
Hey, I read that the Nutcracker retelling.
How was it?
It was good as fuck and nasty.
Okay, because I was like, because that pause right there, I almost said delete.
What book is that?
A Court of Sugar and Spice by Rebecca Kenny. It's called The Wicked
Her books
Darling.
are always retellings of
Mhm.
fairy tales or some type of retelling. She got a Great Gatsby retelling coming out, but she writes very erotic fairy tale retellings.
Right up my alley.
Well, that got Whitney.
Oh,
I don't know if you got Rayn with the retelling.
Nah,
Rayn's not a fan.
Rayn
Well,
don't
Cinder
do-
Glass. If it's giving Cinder Glass, I read it.
Oh, Cinder Glass
ain't
was
giving-
good.
It's not
Yeah,
giving
give
Cinder
it
Glass.
Cinder
Cinder
Glass.
Glass was a different level of nasty. So,
What different level
I
of
guess
nasty?
nasty.
but this one is more of one person. You know, it's two people. It's not like
it's
a
not
whole bunch of
harem.
people.
Yeah.
And then it's a Fae book, and I don't even like Fae books because I find them boring. But it's you, Shannon. You already know I hate Fae books. They
I know.
boring as hell. But she did a good job on that. Now the rest of her books I can't talk about because it's like that one and the Deaf Guy are the only ones that I like.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that one on my TBR. I'll read that one probably after the Brothers Who Bite. I really want to read. Did you guys pick a book for tomorrow?
What are you talking about? Books?
Yes.
Which one? I'm not.
We
fooling with
did?
y'all.
Girl.
We did?
Yeah, the one with the black and
What
the
book?
black and red face lady.
Oh, the month. Okay.
Which one?
What book is that?
Hold on, I gotta look. Was it Monster something?
It's shit. Where my other phone at?
You know, I look at. Oh, here we go. Monster Whisper.
Monster Whisper. Okay.
Oh, that look. I may not be able to go to sleep after I read that book.
She's a spider. She's not a demon.
Oh.
I thought so.
Yeah.
too. I was like,
What's her name? Her not being able to read the demon books. I was like, I don't got nothing. Really.
look,
I
that's
read a
why it
lot
was
of
so
demon
hard.
books.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
it was
like,
so hard. I
ooh.
was like, Monster.
Because I was like, oh yeah, monster. Oh no, there's a demon in that book. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, but you could try. Oh no, there's a demon in that book too.
Yep. I was going through so many monster romance, and I was like, demons are the best ones. But
There's
I'm
more
sorry.
demon monster romances than anything.
There
It
are,
is.
yeah.
It is. But
Okay.
she won't read
Oh,
it.
this one has 2 books. Oh no, 3.
It has 3 books.
Well, she don't look as scary in Monster Song as she does in Monster Whisper. I don't know.
This one's only 222 pages. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
look
not
here,
fooling with
Whitney.
y'all. I'm not
Who
fooling
you
with
said
y'all.
Look,
it's
nah,
how many? It's
you're
only
the one who
174,
was
right?
reading.
I can't fool with y'all. I can't stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning next time. Can't do it again.
Listen, that's
No,
why
we
I picked a short book because I can't do it either.
The last book was only 219 pages.
Shannon, didn't you say
Although-
we had to read to pages 50 and then start?
We don't have to do this one. I mean, we can.
I mean, yeah, because then
Because I remember you said in the chat, you was like, let's read to
Thank you.
page 50 and then
I mean, we
Rayn
can.
on it. Rayn is on it.
start.
You see, she for real. I'm fucking
She
dead.
on it. Put a profile picture on there for her too.
Oh, I
Wait, are you really doing a library card?
She
Done.
is.
Done it.
She
And
did
did
it
it.
already.
It's about to
That's
change her
correct.
life.
I don't know if you heard that. You heard that thing. That was her sending me my information.
Right.
Yeah. Now you know what I'm saying. It's just a little 30 days. We just need. Well, you know how many books we can read in 30 days?
Hello.
That's crazy.
I'll
And now
make
that
a
you have
point.
her-
I'll
if you
make
have
a
a
point to
login,
go
I
to
can
the
add-
library this weekend for y'all. Okay.
Yay.
And I was like, and if you put her login in the stuff, I'll add all the libraries so she can have all of them on her thing. She gonna log in. Why they got 72 libraries?
We
Have
got
every
all the
book.
books now.
You gonna cancel Everend? You don't need
Wait a
it.
minute. Wait a minute. Help me too. I only have my one. Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
You only
Lord.
got one?
You know what's
Man.
crazy is I posted my whole page in the thing of all my libraries and passwords. Me and Ray got a whole shared document.
Yeah, y'all got iPhones on it.
Yeah, go ahead and share.
Add
with
them
me.
on there. Add them on there.
Hold on.
I'm dead. So very dead.
Mm-mm-mm.
So we reading half of the book or until pay 50%?
Yeah, I thought it was 50% because I was going to start reading it tonight.
Oh, 50%. Okay.
Yeah, 50%, not page 50, 50%.
Because that 3 a.m. the next day, I was hot with myself.
Girl, I've done it so many times and I be over there looking strange at work.
Not looking strange.
My
Strange.
daughter was like, "Mommy, play dollies." I was like, "Can mommy be a sleeping dolly? I'll be Snow White." Because it was a rough. It was a
Look,
rough.
and
shift.
I got a 45-minute commute in the morning
Oh no.
for the next 5 days.
Didn't you do it last night too, Shannon?
Shannon don't have no time.
So you going to bed
I
tonight,
got an
right?
hour and 10. So
No, I went to sleep. I took a nap
Oh, okay. Look at you. You
Why you
ready?
have to drive 45 minutes?
because the DAEP school that my son got to go to was in downtown
Oh.
Dallas.
Oh.
Hell no, man. Really? How
that's
inconvenient.
45 because of traffic or distance.
Both.
Bus pass.
Nah, hell no.
No.
Not in
No.
Dallas.
Not down there.
Oh,
Not
ma'am.
in Dallas.
We want him to come home. We
My
want him
son
to
won't come back.
no.
Fuck around here.
Y'all need to move to
Baby,
Charlotte.
they not playing.
No, we don't. I'm good. He just don't need to
As long as
take
you stay away
public
from the east side.
transportation. Mm-mm.
We don't even got public transportation that'll go everywhere.
I need my son to come back home in
We
one
want him to
piece.
come back.
Yeah, 'cause the way they set up out here, I take it. They said it's only for 5 days. It was 20, but she said if I do this class, then he only had to come for 5. I was like,
Where's the
sign me
class
up,
at? Right.
sign me up. When I gotta be there, I'm gonna be there early. You ain't gotta
Damn,
worry.
that's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Like kids just don't understand. Like
No. In all actuality, this was not his fault.
That's
This was not his fault because he was on videotape, and I seen exactly what he did. It's just the teacher was scared because these 2 big athletes was on your ass, and he was like, they threatening me.
Now wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna need to replay that. What was he like?
I'm so done.
Y'all see what I said? I'm not saying it again, but yeah, he was smaller than them, and yeah, he felt a certain type of way. So
that's unfortunate.
It was what it was. So now I gotta pay for my 5 days.
Is it just for 5 days?
Oh, it's just 5 days?
Yeah, it's just 5 days. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
On his
Yeah,
paperwork, it say 20 though.
That's the rest of the school.
That's the rest of school, right? Dang, can you imagine if this happened like
At least he ain't get
June
180.
or July of last year?
He ain't get
Mine
what?
got a 180.
What's
That's
that?
the school year.
180 days.
Yeah, I was like,
the school year is
Oh.
190
Who got
days.
180?
When they kick you out of my son, got 180 before.
For real?
He got
Damn.
180 before.
I ain't got no 180.
What's 180?
My kid
Well, I'm
got
saying
10.
that's when they do stuff that will kick you out, like to where you literally have to go to alternative school because for 5 days, or 10 days, they just let you stay home. You just miss those days of school.
That's what I would have
versus you
thought.
being-
We was over here talking about the same thing. Like, why they ain't just suspend you?
Well,
But if they
they're
make
not
him
going to
enroll
because guess what?
into-
We're not going to take you out of an educational environment. You have to still be
It's called
getting
you can still virtually
access.
Why didn't they just do virtual learning at home?
They probably don't want to pay
No,
for
they
it.
don't. If they was giving them 5 to 10 days, they not making you enroll in an alternative school.
He gotta go to that's what DAEP is.
Right. So I'm saying when you said that, I thought they had.
Oh no. Initially they gave him 20 days. But she said if I do a class, then I he cut it down to 5.
So that's good. I hate to do your class.
Girl,
with this 45-minute commute there and back, yes.
That's wild. Oh, I need to follow. Let me see. I think I actually.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow Black Girl Tired backup page.
That shit was crazy.
What did
I don't even. You can't even repeat what she said.
I didn't say nothing. We was literally talking about Polynesian characters in her book, and we was talking about Jabari, and I was just like, and the only thing I said was when we was talking about how the guy was talking. I was about to say, don't even say it. No, it wasn't nothing that this person, whoever it was following the whole lie, the whole time. Because it came up with a lot of some filter comments and stuff like that. So this person had been on this live. And so they just did not like what we were talking about.
That's crazy.
And that's crazy that it could be baseless. Like
And then when I appealed, the TikTok was like, you did do community violations. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh, you're on strike. You can't go live until May 15th.
Wow. Well, that's only a few days now.
But she got a live set up for the weekend. And she's supposed to go live tomorrow.
That don't even bother me because I can reschedule. I can reschedule that. That don't bother me. What bothered me was how easily somebody can say I said something disrespectful. But a lot of times when they say I say stuff disrespectful, it's AAVE.
Right.
It's not even disrespect. It's just AAVE. But because a lot of mofos don't understand.
Why your eyes slow like that? She said AAVE. African American Vernacular.
Why would just say what that is? All these initials. I'm getting old.
Yeah, that's all it was. But they only do stuff like this when I talk to Black authors. If I talk to white authors or white adjacent.
So do you code switch when you're speaking to the YT authors?
No.
And does that make them feel more comfortable?
No. She do not.
I talk the same way I talk to the Black authors.
She do not.
She said no.
She said no.
Hey, let's do a brief disclaimer so I can go ahead and end this live.
Which one are we doing?
I have no idea. But
okay, let's do a vote.
I was getting a library card. Was we doing the quiet city or are we doing W.S. Greer?
Oh.
Stay tuned. We'll keep y'all abreast.
We can do the psychological thriller. We can do one. We can do the other one next week. The next week. Okay. Let's do the Quiet Tenant and then do Mr. Greer week after next.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. How about that? Stay tuned. Thank y'all for joining us.
Till next